If church is important to my girlfriend, but it's not really to me, what should I do? Religion, for the most part, can be a deal breaker. I would sit down, because with religion, I feel like there's a spectrum. You know, there's people who are really far one way or the other, and so sit down and really see where that person falls. Because again, it can be a deal breaker. I mean, it really can weigh in a lot of decisions in life. You know, how to raise your kids. You know, where you're gonna get married. If you do have kids, are you going to raise them in a private versus public schools? There's just different things that are big decisions in life. So again, sit down and see how important it is to that individual. Are they more lenient with their religion? Are they very serious? And then go from there. And if you don't align with those views, I would end the relationship. It's not gonna go long term because you're gonna constantly butt heads. And again, it's just going to keep resurfacing throughout the relationship, throughout the years. It's not fair to continue to drag it out if it eventually is going to end. How far is too far when flirting with other people? This question is very gray to me. I would need specifics to really go one way or the other. I feel like human nature is to be a little flirtatious. If you're in a relationship, you really shouldn't be flirting much anyway. But again, I do think overall we do have that. Some of us have that personality that you are more friendly and outgoing, and it can be interpreted as flirting. I think a little bit of jealousy is healthy in a relationship. But overall, those who are extremely jealous, that go overboard, 9 out of 10 times what's going on, there's a lot of insecurities. They've probably been cheated on in the past, and they're super vulnerable to think that it's going to happen to them again. And so, again, I would need more details, but I don't think if you're in a relationship, you should really do flirting much to begin with. Is it really safe to not pull out if she's on birth control? First question would be what birth control you're talking about. I'm assuming here it's the pill. And no, it's not safe because 90% of the girls I know don't take it compliantly. They forget to take it, they'll skip a couple days, and they'll like load up. And again, I'm not a doctor, but overall, you can totally get someone pregnant, even if they are taking it compliantly. So I wouldn't fully rely on that. Also, there's risks of STDs, STIs. So there's a lot more factors here, but absolutely not. I mean, you never know, again, if they're taking it compliantly or not. So my girlfriend has a degree, but is not using it. She'd rather be working as a bartender. Should I be upset that she isn't using her degree, or should I support her? So in this case, I would say she probably got a degree in something that's a super competitive field, so she hasn't been able to break into that field yet. Or it's something that doesn't pay well. So at the time when she got the degree, she's like, this is gonna be fantastic, this is gonna be great. And then you get out to the real world and you realize there's not many job opportunities, or only pays, X amount, and it's not enough to really live off of. Or she's just not really into it. She got the degree and then she got into the field and she's like, hey, you know what? This really isn't for me. Try to understand why this is happening, but I guarantee it's probably one of those reasons. But I would try to, if she really does enjoy being a bartender and because bartenders can make really good money. There's nothing wrong with being a bartender and a server. So she might be making more doing that than the degree she got in. So, and if she truly enjoys it, then definitely support her in that, by all means. However, if she is, holding resentment that she got that, she's still paying student loans off, I would try to encourage her to, if let's say she got it in something that she doesn't enjoy, having a degree, no one can ever take that away from you. Once you have that, it's yours. You're marketable now. You have something on your resume. You got a 4-year degree, or maybe she got a master's degree. I don't know, but she has some sort of degree that she can be marketable. Sometimes if you get something generic like psychology, there's so many avenues. So I would try to understand where she's coming from and try to encourage her in whatever makes her happy. Why does my girlfriend get pissed off that I have friends on Snapchat who are women, but when I bring up the fact that she has friends who are guys, she has an excuse? This right here screams insecurities all over the map. You guys are both allowed to have friends who are of the opposite sex. That's totally okay to do. Again, there might be more details that I'm missing here. If you're being inappropriate on Snapchat, then by all means, she has every right to be upset. But overall, I think if you guys are going back and forth of, well, you have friends who are girls and you have friends who are guys, like that is very mature. You need to sit down and really analyze. There's no trust there. That's the bottom line. There's no trust in your foundation of your relationship, and you need to start building that trust and be able to move on, if not end it. There's no reason to be in a relationship where you can't even be free to have friends with the same or opposite sex. As usual, I want to end with 2 takeaways. My 2 takeaways for this one, my first is don't jump to conclusions. Try to seek to understand what's going on. Don't think that you already know what they're going through, what they're thinking. Ask follow-up questions and then analyze from there. My second is when you're going to have that conversation with your significant other, try to go into it with a level head. You don't want to go into it while you're high in emotions because that's not going to go anywhere. Try to take either a couple hours off or a day off and then go back to that conversation, again, level-headed, and try to use I statements. So try to say, I feel XYZ. I believe we should have done it this way, or I think we should do things that way, as opposed to using you statements like you did this and you did that. You statements can come off very aggressive, and the person who's receiving that is going to immediately put their walls up, and you're not going to get anywhere. So again, use I statements. Have a good one, everyone. Please comment and share your thoughts. If you agree, disagree, if you have any other questions, please comment below, and don't forget to subscribe.